Your Jacksonville Jaguars have won in London for the second straight week. They get to 2-0 in London, 3-2 on the season. A huge win for the Jaguars over the Buffalo Bills, one of the hottest teams in the league entering week 5 of this 2023 NFL season. The Jaguars take them down 25-20. We'll get into a quick recap here. Trevor Lawrence, Jaguars quarterback, he was on it early. My goodness, he was so accurate in the first half. There was some little issues that were happening around him that limited the Jaguars to 11 points in the first half, but he was unbelievable. Really good throughout the game for the Jaguars. 25 of 37 for 315 yards, a touchdown, no interceptions. He also had some big plays on the ground for the Jaguars as a runner. Trevor Lawrence has been awesome through the first 5 weeks of the NFL season for the Jaguars. Every single game, he has given them an opportunity to win the game. The Jaguars defense has been tough as hell as well, and they showed that in this game against the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, all the stars on the offensive side of the ball for the Buffalo Bills did not matter for the Jaguars defense. They came out, they played tough, and they did not allow the Bills to really get it going. Obviously, the Bills had some big plays at the end of the game, but the Jags defense was on the money, no doubt about it. Zay Jones came back from his knee injury this week. He had the first touchdown of the game, hell of a grab in the back of the end zone, was able to get his feet down to get the scoring drive, to get the Jaguars up, and they took an 8-0 lead early in the game. Look, A.J. Epinesa in the first half for the Buffalo Bills was unbelievable, probably the MVP of the game through the first half, just the way he was playing and kicking Cam Robinson's ass, quite frankly. He had a forced fumble, batted pass, all sorts of big plays, was playing really well in the second half. Then he was forced to leave the game. He was taking some air on the sideline. Not sure what was going on there, but the Jaguars, they were able to overcome the big plays by A.J. Epinesa. He was out there looking like he was Von Miller, which Von Miller did return to the Buffalo Bills this week. Didn't make the biggest impact, but A.J. Epinesa certainly did for them. But the Jaguars, again, able to overcome. Second half, Jaguars start the second half up 11-7 after a late Bills touchdown. The third quarter, extremely slow. The Jaguars, they had a drive at the end of the third quarter. 3 first downs on the drive. 3 first downs for Calvin Ridley. 3 first downs on third down. It was like the Jaguars were able to overcome their demons on that drive until the very end, where Trevor Lawrence, unfortunately, was holding on to the football too long in the red zone. Fumble. Bills ball. Jaguars still only up 11-7. They could have gotten the lead to 14-7. It felt like a turning point moment in the game, but then you have the very next drive. Darius Williams picks off Josh Allen deep down the field. Stephon Diggs was wide open. Josh Allen underthrew the ball a little bit. Darius Williams made him pay. If Josh Allen was on the money on that play, Darius Williams would not have been able to make that play. But Darius Williams, he was in the right place at the right time, forced a turnover, got the Jaguars the ball back. Then you have another impressive drive by the Jaguars late, 18-7. You get the score to Travis Etienne with a big touchdown on that play. It was a big Travis Etienne drive. Then the Bills got lucky, in my opinion. A couple questionable calls from the officiating crew. They scored a touchdown, got the score to 18-14. And then, of course, the Jaguars were able to slow them down, stopping them on the 2-point conversion. Darius Williams was able to get a big tackle. That was huge for them. Then the Jaguars put another great drive together. Travis Etienne drive. 35 yards out, Travis Etienne gets the ball in the end zone. His second touchdown of the day for the Jaguars. Huge play for the Jaguars. Huge play for Travis Etienne. The Jaguars beat the Bills 25-20. I called it in the bold predictions piece yesterday, 24-20 Jaguars. I was off by 1 point on the final score there, but called Etienne and Ridley being the leaders on offense for the Jaguars in this one. Etienne, 100 some odd yards. He had 136 yards on the ground. He also had 48 yards through the air as a receiver. Unbelievable game for Travis Etienne. Of course, 2 touchdowns as well. I called that. I called Calvin Ridley, picking up a huge day for him as well. He led the Jaguars in receiving, 7 catches for 122 yards. He also had a couple carries on the ground for 14 yards. So huge day for Calvin Ridley, huge day for Travis Etienne, huge day for the Jaguars, getting to 3-2, beating the Buffalo Bills in London, putting their stamp on this season, saying, hey, we are here. We are among the best teams in the AFC. We're among the best teams in the NFL. We had a little bit of a slow start, but this was a huge game for the Jaguars. I think that going back to Jacksonville after this week, you're going to take on the Indianapolis Colts. You're going to have the Saints on Thursday night after that. You're going to have to get through some short weeks here, no doubt about it. But the Jaguars being able to beat the Bills in London after beating the Atlanta Falcons in London was a huge couple weeks, a huge swing for the Jaguars, who were 1-2 entering their London contest. Y'all should be fired up about it. I know I'm excited about it. You can hit me up on Twitter at Jordan Lugo, follow Generation Jaguar at Generation Jag. Hit that like and subscribe button. You can also hit that notification bell so you don't miss a show on here. And if you want to support the channel further, you can check out genjag.com/shop. Pick up some new Duval gear. Y'all have a good one.